Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're a first time watcher, glad to have you here. If you're a returning favorite, welcome back. So, today we are talking the first part of the Homeworx TSV. There's two parts actually, because there's two sets. The first set I've had for a few days. The second set, today is Tuesday. TSV comes out on Thursday. So the second set was just shipped today. I should have it tomorrow, Wednesday. So, I will try to have a video for you on that second set. That's the Festive Woods set. That's the set I'm really looking forward to. That is supposed to arrive tomorrow, and I will probably try to have a video posted Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Timing may not work out, so but I'll definitely post on my Instagram what they are. So Homeworx did send these to me to review. There is a set of 3 candles and a set of 3 reed diffusers here. So this is called the Festive Gourmand set. And they will be available this Thursday on QVC starting at midnight all through day. There's no pre-order this time. And I think that's probably just due to the inventory constraints because these are advanced ship. So they're not going to be shipping out this week. They might ship out next week or the week after that. I don't know the exact details of the advanced ship, but they are not coming this week. You know, that's just happening every company, every industry. It's ridiculous. So that's that. So let's get into it. So these candles are in what Harry calls the New York City townhome glass, which is supposed to be reminiscent of his townhome in New York City. And I was like, so you can see that? See the glass, the windows right there, and then the lid also has the windows kind of on a skew there. And I was like, wait a second, I've seen this before. So if you folks know that I'm a record buff here, you guys probably know where I was going. I went and I put up my copy of Physical Graffiti from Led Zeppelin, right? I mean, come on. Come on. Look at that. We got the same kind of brownstone arches. I'm like, I've seen this before. I know where this is going. So, great album, by the way. Double album. I think it's a double album. But it's really cool. The originals. This inner side here. The inner... where is it here? Like, you can add different windows, different pictures. Really, really cool. So that's my TED Talk on Led Zeppelin Physical Graffiti. So here is the first scent, and I'll go over them a little bit more in depth here. This is the Raspberry Coconut Snowball. Then we have the Iced Buttercream in the white. And then this is the one I actually burned today. The Caramel Toffee Swirl in the brown. Kind of like, not like a brown, copper color. And diffusers. They also have the same kind of Physical Graffiti packaging on them. And then this is more like a caramel color there. So that's those. All right, so let's get into it here a little bit here. Let's get this out of the way first. Raspberry Coconut Snowball. Fresh raspberry, toasted coconut, angel food cake, and vanilla bean. I'll read you the scent story on this because that's what's really cool about the diffusers is they kind of have a whole scent story behind them. Juicy red raspberries are tossed with toasted coconut and layered in between angel food cake and vanilla, creating a holiday treat like no other. First off, I don't like berry scents one bit. This is like raspberry in your face with a little bit of coconut in here. I don't really get the angel food cake. There's no like cakey batter, fluffy cake in here for me. It's just that coconut and that raspberry are just super, super intense. This is not a candle for me, just because you guys know I don't really do gourmands. This one, I'm sure some folks will love it. It's not horrible. It's just not for me. But yeah, if you like a raspberry, and I don't understand raspberry in the winter, berries in the winter. I've never understood that from any company doing berry scents, like cherries on snow and a couple other scents. I just don't understand the whole berry thing in the winter. I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, if you like raspberry and coconut scents, you'll like this. All right, now let's get to the iced buttercream. Also, these wicks really, really long. I did not trim the one that I burned today, and it burned okay. It didn't start sooting or anything from the wicks being long, but I mentioned it does have pink wax. I don't know if I showed that or not. It does have pink wax on that. Oh, by the way, they're all 3-wick, 14 ounces. The burn time is 20 to 40 hours on this, and I went and I checked the spring TSV, not the spring TSV, the fall TSV from last year, the one that had an auto ship in the spring, where it was also a gourmand set and a tree set there. Those said 25 to 40 hours on the burn time, and that glass was a little bit thicker. So same ounces, same 14 ounces, but this just says 20 to 14. 20 to 40 rather, I'm sorry. And then the lids, of course, this time, because they don't have that rubber seal, can be used as bases there. So if you wanted to have a nice display, you could. So, iced buttercream, it is what it is. It is what it is. Whipped buttercream, fluffy marshmallow, vanilla bean, toasted macadamia. Toasted macadamia in here is a little interesting. I'll get to that here. Scent Story says, decadent and sweet buttercream is whipped with fluffy marshmallow, vanilla bean, and topped with toasted macadamia. So, it's very buttercreamy, vanilla buttercream, just moist buttercream cake, really buttercream icing with the vanilla cake on the bottom there. And the marshmallow is in here, the whipped marshmallow, fluffy marshmallow, gooey marshmallow. But the macadamia, the toasted macadamia, is kind of giving me remnants, kind of remind me a little bit of the toasted vanilla cupcake, because you do kind of get a little toasty note going on in here. And it's a nutty note, right? Macadamia nuts, so it's a toasty, nutty note. So I can appreciate that on here. It is sweet. Like buttercream should be sweet, right? It's tons of sugar. But would I burn this one? I think so, with the windows open. In the summertime, maybe. Just because it is a little sweet and a little strong, and I don't really do gourmands. So that's that for the iced buttercream. Now here's the one that of the three, I like it the best. And that is the caramel toffee swirl. And that's this one right here. So I did start burning this one here. We'll talk about the burn in a second. So this one is interesting. So the name of the candle is also the first fragrant note of the candle there. So caramel toffee swirl, the fragrance notes are caramel toffee swirl, buttery caramel, however you want to call it there, English toffee, sweet clementine, remember that note there, and vanilla. So now, the scent story on this. Delicious buttery caramel is swirled with tasty toffee bits, the richness of vanilla bean, and the sweetness of clementine. Now, this is a unique caramel scent. I burned the caramel cake fragrance from this past fall. Was it pumpkin caramel drizzle, pumpkin caramel drizzle, pumpkin drizzle, something like that. That smelled like burnt caramel to me. I was not a fan. This is interesting because it's a citrus forward scent. That clementine is really high up in the notes. It's really bright, and it does come out when burning too. But you do get the butteriness of that toffee in here. Not too much caramel, but you do get the butteriness of the toffee and a little bit of the vanilla going on. But you do get hit a lot with the clementine. I think that's why I like it, because I do like citrus fragrances in general. So I think that's why I'm really gravitating towards this one here. Now burn, let's talk about that. So I did 2 burns on it today. So you can see we are getting some mushroom topping on the top. After the second burn, I didn't touch or trim them. It did have a little issue burning, pulling out in that one section there. And that could be because it's a little chilly now, right? It's here in PA, we are getting into the 60s consistently. So that is another factor. But performance-wise, on the second burn, I got to pull probably within an hour. First burn was a little bit longer than that. Flames were good so far. The wicks do kind of turn a little fragile when you start burning them there, so I would be super careful if you're going to trim those. Super careful there. But yeah, as far as the throw, probably about medium, probably like a 5 or a 6 in the area I was burning. It wasn't like a powerhouse. I could smell it, and it did travel. I could smell it and it traveled there. So, no issue to me on the throw. And with me and gourmands, I don't want them to be powerhouses anyhow. So that's just my personal opinion on that there. So there is that. That's the 3 that I have for you today. Come back later on. I don't know if I'm posting this on Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. But come on back and I will have, in one way or another, I'll have pictures of the descriptions and scent descriptions of the other 3 candles there. There is an auto delivery on this. It's 3 fragrances. I'll talk about it in the video tomorrow. I didn't bring my notes with me here. But they're going to be shipping in April. So April is when the auto ship is going to happen. I know one of the candles is Mangosteen Nectar, which is available as a plug-in this past summertime. So, all right, guys, that's what I have for you tonight. So, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all real soon, and coming back for the other half of the Homeworx TSV this year. So, see ya.